Ah, that's embarrassing. Ah, hey, thank you, Shin. I didn't realize. So I had two things. My PC updated, and I also updated OBS because I haven't done that. So teehee. So that every time I do that, it always makes things go to the default. So that's very unfortunate. So I guess I'll talk again from the beginning. So hello everyone. I hope y'all are doing well. Uh Today is day 5 of the Miami Inktober. I have been participating every day so far, making one every day. And today's day 5, which would be idle. Now, I would have done this off screen with how I've been doing the other ones, but I was doing other stuff. I was getting things done, and I just got done eating like lunch real late. And I think to myself, you know what? I'm just gonna stream day 5, and then I'll switch over to playing Silk Song because I'm just missing the final boss, and I want to just kill it and be done with it. But I'll have to like go back, get resources because I ran bone dry and I was just trying to fight without nothing. But yeah, so with it being idle, I want to use this outfit, which I like a lot because I think it's really cute. It's from her anniversary 3 years ago with FaZe. And I absolutely loved it. So I just want to use this for it. As to what I'm gonna animate, I have no goddamn clue. But I'll do something because at this point I've done 4, which is office, fantasy, horror, and medieval. I kind of have an idea of what I'm doing at this point, but yeah, that's pretty much my goal because I've been doing these in around intervals of 1:30 to 2 hours, more or less, depending on how like confident and fast I work. Because I don't want to put too much time either. So I'm gonna just try and keep it around that. So yeah. So as far as idle goes, should probably also put other reference so that I can have like the colors and stuff to pick. But yeah. My goal is just trying to do all of these. I'm gonna keep doing them every day and posting them on Twitter as much as possible. Haha, I will say right now. You say that joke around her, she is gonna kill you. So TLDR, the perfect idol thing, it was fine at first, but then people spammed it too much and it actually like annoyed her to the point that it started offending her. So she doesn't like that joke, and people don't realize that, even though she's like been mentioning it. And it's been a thing. It's been an ordeal. But yeah, a lot of people don't realize it. Hmm. But I love that woman. Like, I know it's fine. It's just me mentioning. But that's what that honestly, you saying that is the main concern I had with today's theme. Because knowing that a lot of people don't realize it and only know it as like a offhanded joke, they will probably do it. And I wouldn't be surprised. Like at all, genuinely. but it is what it is. Can't really do much about it. Like I need you to understand, as far as things go with her, like she is my Oshi, my Oshi. I'm probably on a list after for her after the Lost comic. You did what now? But it's fine because ultimately I'm at a lost edit with Miguel in it. Yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, as far as that goes, that doesn't really bother her. It's just specifically stuff like that, the perfect idol stuff, because people toe the line a lot. But like, as far as like a streamer goes, she means a lot to me. I'm basically here, both as an artist, as a streamer, because of her. Like that is not an exaggeration. Like I got back my inspiration to both draw and just do art stuff in general because of her. Because I don't know, like I got inspired in being in the community for a long time, which I'm still a part of. I'm still a big part of that community. And at this point, it's an open secret who I am because she ratted me out. Which, no harm, no foul. It's just very funny and unexpected. But at the end of the day, everything. And I'm just vibing. And honestly, I wanted to do this in Inktober stuff specifically because this year I'd essentially not made any art of her in any capacity whatsoever. And I wanted to make up for it. It's not like it was a necessity. It's not like I'm forced to do it. But I want to. Like, this woman's my Oshi. My only one. For the last 4 years. So honestly, it's the least I can do. As far as like her content goes, it's brought a lot of joy. Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, and this helps me practice because I do like doing these. This is very relaxing to me, and I've been able to help out friends with stuff like this. And I've made all my assets, like me myself, all the emotes, everything. It's just me. So it helps just me practicing to get better, to be able to do more down the line. So basically, what I'm doing right now is I'm just making a skeleton to see how I feel about the pose and see how I want to go from there. Hello, Raf. How you doing? Just doing my day 5 right now. Doing good, chilling. Kind of started late today because I woke up late. I did not have a pleasant uh sleep cycle today, but I'm chill. And I've just been talking, kind of explaining why I'm doing it. One of the reasons being that this year has been the lowest I had made art for her, because a lot of the time has been just me making art for myself. Because I'm like, I just make everything for myself. So I figured I would take the advantage of the October Inktober thing and make just stuff, because it would have me practice, because I make everything for myself anyways. Let's practice, because I've been doing stuff lately, and I've been helping out friends and making stuff for them as well. Because they keep telling me I should consider doing commission work, and it's not like I haven't. I've definitely have, but it's a lack of confidence more than anything. Hey, Derpry, how you doing? At some point, I'll consider it, because it would be nice to try and do that and make some extra pocket change whenever possible. But I'm not super concerned. The worst you can happen is you have clients. I mean, true. Dress and sleep. Yeah, I hope you feel better, man. That's pretty much what I'm doing now. I'm just doing day 5 now. And I figured I'd just stream it while I did it so I could just switch over to Silk Song after the fact. Yeah, she has it's there. That should be fun. I was thinking, as far as pose, kinda something this. I'll have to change one of the arms, holding a microphone, and I'll just have her like swaying her hips a little bit while singing into the mic. I'll be very like simple. I could do that pretty fast. This is pretty much my process for every day. By the way, I kind of just sit here. I look at what I'm doing and think about it at the moment as I go, and just workshop there. Because I sometimes have an idea, but sometimes I kind of have a bit of an idea. I just kind of freeball it. Let me see how I feel with just in general. Something I've learned from like the last 2 days is I rather separate the top half from the bottom half because it makes editing easier for animation. And I've learned that the hard way because the other days were like all one body. Which definitely complicated some parts. Actually. Hey, Kawi. Let's see. Man. Oh, don't worry. There's no problem. And actually, I think this would go. Nothing specifically. I don't think. I've just been talking about like my thought process in doing these. So this is top half, bottom. I should leave the bottom skirt part for the bottom half. There. I'd also mentioned what the idea for the animation for today is, and it's simply the first thought I had was just a hip sway with her holding a microphone and singing into it. Simple enough. Well, each one, hold on. Let me, yep. So this one on the first day took me an hour 40 or so, which is the just the one with her shaking her little legs. Yeah, the that's the whole deal with Asprite. This one took me like about 2 hours, and I'm not even. This is like the out of all the days, this one's the one I'm most unhappy for. The timings are completely fucked because I've been doing them all in one file, so I've been changing the timing. Uh, I'm not happy. I wasn't happy with the pose. It and like the animation itself kind of was stiffer than I'm usually happy with. And then I did this one for the horror, which is just more of a lore thing because she got her new outfit and she has a human form. Hold on, I have the reference here. Her fox form, human form, and an old community thing was Ratma, which just it's just like this demonic looking thing that I just decided, you know what, it's been a while. I want to bring it back and I want to give it the new outfit because why not? Like I think I you know I have the original Ratma art. Hold on, here it is. This is the original Ratma because this is based on an actual thing. There's an actual movie. I think it was called BHS, who has a monster named Ratma. And this particular art was done by an artist named Bingo Panic, a friend of mine. He is known by many things, also as the Van Man, the wielder of the shovel, so on and so forth. But yeah, it like the you don't really see Ratma that much in these days. Last person that did something was another streamer named Molly Mishi, snail, Eldritch Snail VTuber, who did a collab with her, and she drew her own Ratma that made a very funny moment. I'll say that much. Uh let's see. Then yesterday's was this one, which is the Tenma playing Lute. This is like the first one I ended up actually using a reference in terms of a pose. Everything else I've done to that point was done without reference. Or pose reference, specifically. Because I don't normally use them. But this one was tricky, and I wanted to like get through it, so I just used the pose and I just animated it after the fact. It's okay. I like it though. Like I said, this is a lot of practice for me. So it's beneficial for me to do these. As simple as they can be. And I know, like people can look at this and say, oh, but this is impressive. It's talented. But I'm at a point now that I look at this and just this is simple. I could do better. But it's like I don't want to dedicate too much time since these are supposed to be a daily thing. I'm not quite at that level. I've definitely gotten faster compared to the past, for sure, for sure, for sure. I mean, fair. Oh, and I do appreciate it because I am happy. I've seen my improvement throughout like the last, I think at this point, 3 years of doing this. I also kind of spend too much drawing mine. Yeah, because like that's the thing with people need to remember with Inktober stuff, even if it's like the Tenma one, is that you're not supposed to like render it out as crazy as possible. The whole point is you do a piece every day. It doesn't have to be amazing. It doesn't have to be like a 10 out of 10 or anything. You just make one every day and put it out. You just That's it. You just dedicate a little bit of time. If you put too much time into it, you're gonna get frustrated. You need to go. I shall lurk though. You're one of the farthest. You don't. Thank you. Take care, Raf. Catch you around. But people need to like take that into consideration. Like being able to do a really good piece is good. That's really good. Don't doubt your skill in being able to produce one. But you have to be understanding that in these moments you're not supposed to be rendering a goddamn, what I call it? Oh, thank you, Dirt, for gifting Shin. Like, you're not trying to produce a Mona Lisa. You're just trying to do something. People worry about it too much. They get it in their heads and they worry. You don't need to really worry like that. Just have fun. Otherwise, there's no purpose in doing this. If you're suffering to get a piece done, there's no point. You're not having fun and you're just gonna hate what you're doing. But like, I almost skipped it, but yeah, basically Kawi or Bondo said it. Consistency. That is the most key important factor in all of it. You might look at your stuff now and feel frustrated that it's not that great, but believe me, with enough time and dedication, you are gonna be a diamond. You will shine. Believe me. I've looked at my art books from when I started drawing again, and I wanted to cry. It was awful. It was so fucking bad. Damn it. Wrong layer. But I can cheat. Shh. Copy. Just here. But yeah. God, like I sometimes still look at my old art from when I was starting to learn. The absolute pain, like the anguish I feel seeing it. Oh my god. It's so bad, man. Actually making my skin crawl. It looks like she's wearing a little Oreo skirt. But I'm very happy at the state or at the level I've made it in all my practice. Like at no point would I ever call myself top tier, but I'm definitely above average, and I'm pleased. Hmm. I almost want to separate the bottom with another one and make the legs a separate thing versus the skirt. Because animating this part is gonna be annoying as hell. It's a pro. I'm gonna do that. I also need to add this part to the skirt because there's like another layer of white beneath it. So in general, how the rest of you guys doing? I know Dirt mentioned he still has a little bit of a flu. I hope that goes away from for him soon. How the rest of y'all doing? Chilling before bed. Here. Oh. Hmm? Oh, hello, Strike. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for resubscribing. That's 6 month streak. Man, I never ended up making a 6 month icon. I only have like the full year one. Couldn't think of something for the 6 months. But yeah, welcome. Hmm. Yeah, her normal pattern of shoes. White with the pink. Hmm. You know what? I'll leave it for now. It looks a little high. Hmm. I think actually I can move further apart. Yes, this is for day 5. As far as the idea goes, I'm just gonna have her swaying her hips, holding a microphone, singing into it to keep it very simple, so I can like get through it. I feel like I need to like fill this part out so I can actually justify how the legs look. Why is this confusing? Something I'm My eye, my artist eye. Feeling confused by something here, but it'd be that looks more accurate actually. Yeah, I've also been making sure to keep my ideas simple because no way I'll be able to do something complex, especially a short time frame. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm basically working on this one kinda fast. I've been at this now for. I started like almost 10 minutes after the stream. I've been like 30 minutes, more or less. Still gotta add the bottom part of the skirt. I've just naturally gotten faster at doing these after all the stuff I've made. It's just a thing that comes naturally. You joined in just now, but I was basically talking about like just that as an aspect for the Inktober things. Like people overthink it and think they have to make like an insane giant piece when they really don't. Like you're just supposed to make something every day. It doesn't have to be crazy. You just have to do something. The whole point is it's kind of like a test. You see what you're capable of doing in that time frame. No more, no less. But people tend to get worried about it and get upset because they couldn't do more. And I feel that because I feel that sometimes with some of these. But it's like I also have to accept like I'm only human. Or in my case, I'm only a goblin. I can only do so much. You just work with what you got, do what you can, and you improve later on. Like my pace now is faster than it was when I first started. Because I've gotten more confident in how I do stuff and how I use the tools, you know? Just remember, it's not a full obligation. You do what you can. If a point it gets to a point that it's like, oh man, I can't really do this. This is a little too much now. You know, there's no shame. For sure, for sure, for sure. That's not what Cursor looks less weird to me now. It was bugging me. I just like how many people have been participating more than anything. It's been a very nice like look of people just doing their own renditions. I thought like everything I've seen so far has been really cute. Even if you have to argue like, oh, but they're not like super fantastic. Oh, like they're so amateurish. I don't care. It's cute. I like I like seeing people do stuff, man. It's cute. That's really all it is. If anybody gives shit to people like for doing that, then you know they deserve to eat shit. And I know I am, bitch. What's up, Axe? Thank you, Derpy, for gifting Axe. Let's do arms. And you know who you should use that prime on. And if you already got a normal sub with her, fucking I don't know. You should spend funds based on how good their makeup emote is, bro. I mean, I've been suggested as well. I should do like a YouTube where there's restreams or whatever, because it'd be easier for more people. Because a lot of people just don't like Twitch like that. But I've said it before. The main reason I even picked to start with Twitch because it was just easier for growth. Because even though I'm kind of doing this, I'm doing this more as a hobby thing. You know, growth is still a good thing. What I should... It's gonna blend in. I should... But that's kind of why I want to do like video stuff for YouTube, which I need to like work. Like I have so much work I need to do for this month, man. Between this, I have some other projects in the background that are burning. And it's gonna take a lot of effort. Have anything in my hands, so I can't really else as a separator here. But yeah, I have a lot of like personal projects. Y'all know some of them. And then I gotta make assets for the YouTube side of things because I want to make like a thing of reviewing mangas, and like I gotta make stuff to have so I can use for the video editing. Because after thinking about it and based on like what the feedback I got from people, I'm gonna just make edited YouTube videos over doing it on stream. because it'll be more digestible. It'll be easier for people to get to and access and etc. So why not, right? I'm gonna make the microphone, but I'm not gonna make it in the same layer because I've learned my mistakes. Ugh. Yeah, accessory layers because I still need to add the roses, purple and deep rose. Pink first. That I'm just gonna have to bullshit it like this because I can't. I don't have enough bit space to make an actual looking rose. Sometimes just it'd be like that. Hide this now. I haven't forgotten. I always add the tail for last. I will just add it in and slowly animate it so it goes with the rest of the motion. That is how I like to do it. Let me drink some water. Sure, I haven't been pinged about something or other. Okay, as of yet, with me. Okay. Now, look at the arm. I think I want to lower the height of it. Actually, it's too high. Like, that's about right. Yeah, yeah, that's about right. All right. And with that, I think I got all the basic stuff down. Wait, no, the ribbons. Haha, I'm a liar. I'm forgetting the ribbons. And the shoe flowers. Which is why I made the layer for accessories. So this goes on the white part of the skirt, which would be here. Right. Symmetry. Make accessories. Too. So I don't put it into, because I that's something I've like started doing a lot, where if there's something complicated that I have to put on like an accessory on, like a skirt like this, that's made of multiple layers and colors. So like actually animating it's gonna be ass. I will add accessories on a different layer and just move it from there because it'll be much easier. Incredibly easier. Because I've done it before, like Axe. Axe, you and a bunch of people have seen the other projects I've done. And like stuff like this I had to deal with, and it was agony. It was pain. Like it was the type of thing that was making me want to beat my head with a stick. It's like that idea is more so when you're actually doing animations. And it's even more so for pixel animation because how do I explain? You have such little space to work with that every pixel matters. So you don't want to fuck it up. And see, like, enough of a silhouette to give you a good reminder of what it's supposed to be. Like that, like it's simple, but you can tell that's ribbons. A third one for the legs, which would be the little roses. This wouldn't be as needed, really. But better safe than sorry. Because I've learned, in my patience of doing all these things, I've learned that having a lot of layers is not a bad thing. Having a lot of layers actually makes your life easier. And taking your time with like those layers is a godsend most of the time. Pretty much. Pretty much. Strike. Because I've always been like a in it. Like, hold on, I could just show real quick here. Actually, since I have the other ones, like the medieval one. Like this is a lot. Like the horror one. Like I had to separate the rat and the normal one. The Office. Like a lot. Yes, I've been doing them all in the same file, which it's not the smart thing to do. That's something that was very not smart of me because when you work with frames on Asprite, you can change the time. So like, hold on. Let me I can show this real quick actually. That's not what I meant to do. Turn that one on. Yeah, I can work with the horror one. So like you see how the speed it goes, right? If you look carefully, you can see how this part jumps. Right? You see that's really fast. Like that's because if you're on Sprite at least, if I press P, you can pick durations per frame. and it's neat. It's really helpful. The only suffering I ever go through with this is it's hard for exporting, so I have to like try and export everything in a smart way. But because I'm doing all of it in one file, it's not smart at all. Because every one of these has had like a frame or two that ends up being a different time. So now because I keep editing, if I try to do the other ones that get fucked up, like the fantasy one, for example, like that part with the flash is supposed to be faster, and this when he shoots the fire or when she shoots the fireball, like I fucked myself over. Oh, excuse me, I got something. I have to concern myself. I can ignore that and put my phone away. Anyways, accessory. Well, now that the basic part of all of it is done, is actually animating it. So because I want to have her sway. Let's see something for people. This is a normal practice for animation. But when you're stomped and you don't know how you want to do an animation, it is always recommended to try and do it yourself. Try to do the motion yourself. Like you basically just kind of feel yourself out in doing the motion, and you try to apply it, and you see if it makes sense. It I don't know how to just say it. It just you move around until you feel like it makes sense to you, and then you apply it to the animation. I'm trying to decide if I want to make the top and bottom move in counter form or simultaneous. What that means is if I wanted like when she sways her hips to the right, if I want the mic to go to the left or to the right with it. Like I'm thinking like, what sounds like it'll be more appealing? Or what it feels like it'll be more appealing. I think if I make them go same side, it'll work out better. I'm trying to look at the eyes, actually. Guess I want the eyes open. Do I add like a little bit of blush though? Nah. This is the main problem, having a lot of layers on this program, though. I don't know if there's a way for me to move this. I wish I could move this whole thing to like a corner. Turn on onion skin mode. Now, do I start left or right? Actually, okay. I think. First things first. Starting with the legs. Color. Oh fuck. Yeah, like I said, this is literally what ends up being the thing that takes me the most time. Actually, I think I know what I should do. So, okay, I'm gonna do something I normally don't do, which is normally a better thing to do. And something that's done in animation is called blocking. I'm not gonna be doing it the super correct way, but what it essentially is I tend to make myself suffer and do everything a frame at a time without regards to the final frame. So, blocking is essentially what would be the frame that this pose would go to. So let's say the pose would be her hips already fully swung to the right, with her eyes closed, with the mic moved a little bit to the side. That'd be the final frame. And after that, I would add the in betweens, which would be how did this frame go to that frame? And I'm just gonna do that, and I could just grab everything and move it after as I see fit. So, turn off symmetry. In mode real quick. want to keep this part down here. The other leg. Slightly. Chew. Oh, hey Kaizo, how you doing, man? Hello, hello. What is a goblin's favorite cheese? Mozzarella. I mean, it's pretty good. Aha. Hello, hello. Hi, hi. Welcome in, welcome in. You're just catching me mid animating. How's it going? I hope y'all are doing well, taking care of yourselves. I'm just chilling here, doing my thing. I'm just getting started with the animation. Like I just did like the basic part of it, and I'm just going through the process of animating it. Which is gonna be the main bulk of everything. But everything's going good. I'm just trying to get this done for day 5. And then I'm gonna switch over to Silk Song to try and beat the final boss. Eh, One. Otherwise, not much else going on. Thank you, thank you. I keep them simple because it's like you only have a day to really do them, and I'm trying to like keep it like short, not super detailed, but I still want them to look good. So thankfully it's pixel art, so keeping it like simple but looking nice is fairly simple. Right now I'm just blocking out like the end parts of the animation. It's just gonna be a loop, so I just need to do one side and then I just mirror the other side. Oh, that's literally something I was talking about not that long ago, Kaizo. That people tend to worry about the Inktober, like, hold on. People tend to worry about the Inktober stuff a little too much. Because I'm doing this because I thought it'd be fun. My Oshi is participating, so that's even more of a reason. This year I haven't really done art for her, so I wanted to do some. And ultimately, this is just a little bit of a challenge, but it's like you're not supposed to overcomplicate it. You just pick something, do it, that's it. Even if it's a sketchy, even if it's not a complete render, it don't matter. You just gotta do it and have fun with it. And I'm definitely having fun with it, like as simple as these end up being. That's really all I could want. Because I do not want to overcomplicate it. Yeah, I'm enjoying myself is the main thing here. Don't grab that. I'll have to lurk. It's late, so I'll be settling down for a bit. We can't wait to see how this looks when it's finished. Best of luck. It's awesome. Thank you, man. I hope you take it easy. Thank you for stopping on by. And same to everybody else that came along with Kaizo. I appreciate y'all stopping by, but don't worry, you don't have to stay. If y'all just want to lurk and just see how I do my progress, then that's welcome too. Otherwise, I hope y'all take it easy, take care of yourselves, and just keep it on. You know? Bye bye. It's one loan. Honestly, I even though the plan was to make this or to use this as a block out, it's almost this will pretty much already works as a transition. God damn it. Even when I try to do things a little bit differently. Frame. That's another thing I like to focus on when doing these. And I would recommend to anyone that's trying to like do animation, at least because it works for me. So I figure, right? It gotta work for someone else. Is pick one spot that you want to make the main focus of what the animation's following. In my case, I'm following the legs. So, it goes from the standing to this leg bending down. Excuse me. And this one stretching a little bit more. Because, normal movement thing for bodies, right? But it helps because then from following that, the skirt follows that, to which then the torso follows that, and then the head follows that. So it helps, like having something that'll be the leader. Also, I noticed something with the legs. Hold on. Look a little weird now, but it's fine. Because I don't like, so what I had a mistake there is that there were pixels that basically stayed the same and then move. I don't like leaving those unless they are like they have a purpose. Like obviously the tip of the feet are not gonna move like that, right? This I'm gonna just add more bend to the leg, make it dip much more. Then I'm gonna make this one still stay this, but go down a little bit so I can make the waist go down. You know what I mean? Like pixels that stay the exact same. I don't like that. I try to get rid of that if I really am capable, so it doesn't fuck up with things. So it still looks more flowy. Like it looks more natural. Because it won't look it now. I mean, like you look at this, it's very simple shapes. You can't really see it, but it's like it adds up. Trust the process, okay? A little bit more. So this up. After ribbons, we're supposed to white spot them there. Actually, okay. It's two. Up. Should just be grab big, grab down. Very, very minor adjustments. Something should accessory. Okay. Er, actually. Oh, I know what. Yeah, okay, I know what to do. Shoot, I fucked it up. Hit it on the wrong frame. It kind of works. It'll look better in motion. Now, yeah, okay. I can do this. A nice little trick you can do with Acid Sprite or A Sprite is you can grab all you need, and if you press the Alt button, you can grab a duplicate and just drag it. And now that I did that, I duplicated the first 2 frames. And if I do Alt I reverse it. So now would be the next part. Should be grabbing these, modifying them opposite way, which means I can just cheat. Now it's just a matter of fixing what needs fixing. Much as I would say, like, I could just cheat, it's fine. I'll take it slow and do it the correct way. So instead of just working of what I already copied, I'll just copy the base and just modify from there. Slightly erase this. I like it placed there. Since really the only accessory I'm gonna have to edit one. Gotta be pretty hidden. Ooh, I know what's something I can do. Make it more. I'll have to edit like the arm mic, but I could add a little bit of swing to it as it's moving, so it has a little bit more like a life to it, right? Because I like adding movement to as much as I can. It feels like it makes it more lively, more springy. Ahem. So there's a little neat feature as well. You can add a tag to the animation based on the frames you want, and just put like loop, and you can edit settings for how long it can repeat, durations, and all that stuff. And I could just click here and look at it go, yeah. Now the ears. Do I want to make the ears bouncy? I could. I could. Just to add a little bit more to it. Let's see. Now, this is another thing I like to do. If I'm unsure of something like that, I'll make a duplicate. And with the duplicate, I'll do all the changes. If I hate it, oh, hey, that's a duplicate. I can just delete it. Hmm. Not eight. It's not quite. I guess because I went the wrong side. Oh wait, I'm stupid. Hold on. It's like I'm making here is that the flow is incorrect. There we go. See how that little bit of a change just makes it look better? Now the ears are actually like following a rhythm. It doesn't look as bad. Like, granted, it's not super noticeable, but I notice it. I notice it, god damn it. Now, the tail. It's time. Onion skin. So I do the tail in two ways. At least I like to do it in two ways. One way is I'll just, because I'm just using the one tone, even though she like has two or three tones on the tail, I never make use of that unless in specific moments and I don't feel like a lazy little sack of shit. I just go with the one tone. And I'll either just onion skin so I can see how the previous frame was and just work from that, or I duplicate, move it a little bit, erase portions of it, and add more solid color where I need it to make it look like as if it's moving. See? Like, it's only 2 frames, but you can already see the motion. Yeah. Too big of a tip. Remember, folks, when it comes to animation, cheating always helps. Cheating is encouraged. At this point, I will not duplicate it and will, in fact, make the frame. It'll make sense. And look at that. See how easy it is? And how smooth it just looks, like, just naturally? It's quick, easy, gets results, especially in pixel art. Obviously, there are points you can just touch it up, make it look better, right? But the main idea here when doing this is how far can you cheat to get the best results before having to be legit. And this is just my example. You can cheat like this because I'm only using the one tone, and if I really wanted to. Clean this a little. Because then if I shorten it, and then because the next frame is a little bit longer, it stretches it, which makes it look more squishy. And you just gotta like, there are moments I end up having to delete frames because I added too much. Because like, look at this, it goes from right behind to boom immediately whips. Because when you do whipping motions like that, you can't afford to skip a frame. You will fool the eyes. It makes it much easier to just go from right here to right there, and then just very simple. And because like I have the motion with the arms, you can kind of see like the shoulders moving forward and back. The legs are a little goofy, but you know, it works. It gets the point across. And because I want to add it, I'm going to add a musical note. I always cheap out with the most easiest one, the single note. I know nothing of music theory, so I don't know what would be the most accurate one. But honestly, I do not care. This one here. Other side. Follows the arc. Oh, stop. And I can just other side. Ooh. Yep. Voila. Incredibly simple, but it works. Let me move it a little bit from the face. So basically, I've reached the point where I could just start adding stuff like this little by little. And yep, I started at after 10 minutes, so this took me about an hour and 50 or so. And I'll include even the moments I stopped to just talk. because that's just part of the process, anyways. Because that's usually how I go about it, like doing these, anyways. Like I will stop, stare at it for a little bit, be like, the fuck do I do now? I see. Okay, cool. Like if I want to go the extra mile, I could like add like a standing platform. Hold on. That. that. Turn on symmetry. Okay. There. Fucking spotlights. Gray. Uh, here. Just a slight back. This is probably overkill. I really don't. Probably don't even need this. I don't feel the need to want to make a fucking more complicated background. I could just leave it at this. Because at this point the lights are aggravating me, and I would want to make them better, but I don't want to. I don't want to put more time into it. But save, and that would be my day 5. I will just focus on adding it later to Twitter. But yeah, it's good. Sees. So, with that being said, I will now quickly take a bathroom break. And I will switch over to play Silk Song. So, for people that don't want to be spoiled or whatever, bear in mind, I'm on the last fight of the game, and it is extremely aggravating, and I need to go back to grind to get resources, because, yes, that I need to. So, if you don't want to be spoiled on the last fight, or the state of the world of where I'm at right now, it is your moment to dip out. If you do not care, then yeah, just give me a sec while I go to the throne room, do my duties, and I'll be back and switch over to the game. Right? If you're gonna get going, thank you for stopping by, and I will catch you next time. So I'm just gonna go to the BRB screen. Right back.